Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited. I'm going to be showing you guys today the new Huda Beauty foundation that she just launched. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Sylvia. I do beauty and lifestyle videos. So if you don't want to miss any more videos like this, please consider subscribing and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. So Huda Beauty just launched some new foundation and it's called the Faux Filter Foundation, and I'm gonna go over the packaging, pricing. I also purchased the primer and the brush that she launched along with the foundation. So the foundation comes in a plastic bottle, it has a plastic black top. It also comes with a pump, which is really nice. You get 1.18 fluid ounces, which is a little bit more than the standard. And also the box that it comes in, it's like a matte black finish and it has like an ombre effect. And the foundation is $40 on Sephora and you can get it online. I got mine online. So moving on to the primer, it comes in a plastic black tube and you get 1.01 fluid ounces. The primer also comes with a pump, which is very nice. The primer is $35. Whenever you buy the foundation at Sephora, it does come with a little sample. So you guys can also try the primer along with the foundation without having to buy the primer. So the last item here is the Face Blend and Buff Complexion brush. Feels very soft. The brush is $25 and the foundation brush is a little bit dirty because I did use it yesterday. And it came in a plastic bag like this, so you just open it up from here and you take it out. I got two different shades of the foundation because I didn't know what shade I was. It's very hard to tell on the website to see what color you are. She does have like a chart on her website. I believe it's hudabeauty.com, and she basically does comparisons of the foundation so that it can help you find your right shade. But the two shades that I ended up getting is Creme Brulee and Cheesecake. So I will swatch those two on my hand to show you guys. The first one, Creme Brulee. This is more of a yellow warm undertone foundation, and this one's definitely too light for my skin tone, so I'm not gonna be using this one. And then the other one is Cheesecake, which is the one that pretty much matches me. So I'm normally NC25 in the Studio Fix Fluid foundation by MAC Cosmetics, or another reference, I am 2W1 Dawn in the Estee Lauder Double Wear. So this shade right here is Creme Brulee. As you guys can see, it is a lot lighter than my skin tone, but it does have a yellow or warmer undertone, which is what I am. So that's why I got this one at first, but then figured out that I got the wrong shade. So then I ended up getting this shade, which is Cheesecake, and this one is more of a neutral undertone. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the primer. So I'm gonna put some on my hand. It looks like a cream consistency. It's not runny. It's very creamy. It feels like a thick cream. Let me go ahead and read to you guys what the primer says. It's a hydrating makeup base that creates a smooth canvas while gripping makeup and moisturizing the skin. Pre-makeup base works to visibly blur the appearance of pores and fine lines, and it smooths the skin for a fresher, long-lasting, and more flawless makeup look. This pre-makeup base harnesses the benefits of dimethicone, known for its protecting and moisturizing properties, as well as rosehip oil, which is known to be high in antioxidants and highly nourishing for the skin. And it can also be used as a lightweight moisturizer to leave the skin soft and nourished without feeling oily. So maybe you can skip moisturizer and just go in with the primer. I applied moisturizer and sunscreen on my face before. My skin type is combination to oily, and I do have large pores. So I have a hard time finding a good foundation because my skin gets very oily at the end of the day, and then the foundation doesn't look good. So the primer does have a smell. It smells like perfume a little bit, which I'm not a big fan of fragrances in my face products because I have sensitive skin. It does smell pretty nice, but the smell is a little bit strong for my taste. It reminds me kind of like a fragrance type of lotion, you know, like the ones that come with a perfume. They also give you a lotion. Primer definitely feels like a moisturizer. It doesn't feel like any other primers that I've tried. Most of the primers that I try are pretty lightweight, or they feel like a gel. Not sure how good it'll be for oily skin. If you have very oily skin, I'm not sure if you'll like this primer. So I'm going in this side with the brush, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand with the brush in here. Start applying it on my skin. You guys, look at this. Wow. Oh my god. Like, yeah. When I first applied this yesterday, I was so like impressed and like kind of shocked because the coverage of this foundation is so nice. It's ridiculous. It says on the website that it's medium and full coverage, but this is definitely full coverage, which I prefer a full coverage foundation. And this is just one small layer. I applied just a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm gonna apply a little bit more for my forehead, and the brush literally just blended out the foundation so nicely and fast. I'm gonna use the other shade to conceal. So I'm just grabbing some on my finger and applying it under my eyes and my eyelids. It looks so good as a concealer too. So the foundation is for all skin types, normal, dry, combination, oily. It leaves a satin matte radiant natural finish. It is a full coverage cream foundation that visibly conceals blemishes and imperfections for a filter-like finish. The foundation visibly smooths and evens skin texture, diminishing the appearance of blemishes, scars, hyperpigmentation, and redness. Enriched with argan oil and centella asiatica, I don't know how to pronounce that. Both known for their hydrating properties, this fade-proof formula blends seamlessly with skin, leaving it matte with a hint of sheen for a luminous appearance. Wear It Alone for full coverage are blended together with the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base for an even more natural finish. So if you wanted to, you can actually mix these two, like maybe on the back of your hand or whatever, together, and you won't get such a full coverage. You can get more of a natural finish, but I like it just wearing it on top of the primer. The foundation looks amazing. I mean, this is just one layer and it's super full coverage. I do have large pores, so I can see my pores a little bit here on my cheek. Yesterday when I applied powder, you couldn't really see my pores anymore. So I'm gonna go to the second side right here with the Beauty blender, and this time I'm just gonna dot it on my face and then blend it out. Alright guys, so this is the side with the beauty sponge, and I feel like with the brush it does give a more full coverage than the beauty blender. I feel like the beauty blender does also soak up a lot of the foundation, so I prefer using this brush with the foundation. So I'm gonna apply a little bit more with the beauty sponge because I want it to be more full coverage. And a little does go a long way with this foundation. Seriously, it just looks so good. With the finish of the foundation, it doesn't feel like super heavy on the skin, even though it's like really full coverage. It's not like extremely matte. It does have like a satin finish, so you can still see a little bit of a glow to my skin. Like if you have dry skin, you could probably just leave it like this. But if you do have oily skin, I would suggest to put powder on top, which is what I am gonna do. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then come back, let you guys know how everything applied and how the foundation looks once my makeup is done. And then at the end of the day, I will show you guys how the foundation looks and if it held up with my oily skin. Alright you guys, so I just finished doing the rest of my makeup and I just love how everything looks. I've had the foundation on for like an hour or so because I was filming another video, and I really don't see a lot of creasing like here on my laugh lines where I usually crease with other foundations. So it's like very little creasing. Everything applied pretty nicely over the foundation, and it does give like a matte satin finish. So my skin still looks like skin, and it doesn't feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. Even though this is like a dramatic look, but as far as foundation, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing a lot on my face. I will come back at the end of the day and show you guys how the foundation looks and my final thoughts. Hey guys, so I am back, and it's been a very long day. I was out with my boyfriend and we were watching the Astros play against the Yankees, and they won, and they're going to the World Series, and it was just craziness. We were actually watching the game outside, and it was kind of hot outside today and humid, of course, because Houston weather is always humid. I just wanted to show you guys how the foundation looks so far. Still see my highlight, you can still see my contour. I feel like my blush did come off a little bit because I was outside and it was kind of humid outside. I did have to blot a little bit right here on my cheeks because it was just getting shiny, and I just hate whenever my cheeks right here look shiny. My forehead's a little bit shiny. It doesn't look bad. It looks like I have a glow. I was actually expecting it for it to look really bad because we were outside jumping and screaming. So it is 12:46 a.m. here. When I applied the foundation, I think it was like around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So I've been wearing the foundation for like 10 hours. This is not like a realistic type of thing. I would not wear a foundation for this long, but it is good to know that this foundation can still last even through humid weather. So I'm gonna blot my face really quick with blotting paper just to show you guys how the foundation looks after blotting, because this is normally what I would do anyways because my face does get oily. This is after blotting, and I think it looks pretty good still. I do see that the foundation did come off a little bit right here around my nose and a little bit here on my chin. It does look like it came off a little bit. There's like minimal creasing right here on my smile lines, which normally a lot of foundations do tend to crease right here, but this foundation didn't really crease that much. So that's what I really like about this foundation. So I give the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation an A+. I feel like this is such a good foundation. The only thing I probably just dislike is the smell of the foundation. It does have sort of like a strong fragrance, and it smells a little bit like perfume. It's not like a bad smell or anything like that. If you're sensitive to scents or fragrances, then you might not like this foundation because of that. I am pretty excited to try this foundation with like my regular primers. If you're looking for a new foundation and you haven't found a really good one, I would really say to try the Huda Beauty. I even think that I might like it more than the Fenty Beauty foundation. I know, it's crazy because I really do like the Fenty Beauty foundation. However, I feel like I do get shiny quicker with the Fenty Beauty foundation than with the Huda Beauty foundation, and I feel like the Huda Beauty gives better coverage. But I do like that the Fenty Beauty doesn't have a scent. As far as the primer makes the foundation look the way that it does on the skin. I will keep the primer, but I'm gonna try other primers to see if I like the foundation better with other primers. But so far I do like the primer, except that it does also have that fragrance, but it does go away. But if you're sensitive to scents and fragrances, then I wouldn't recommend the primer as well. The brush, I love the brush. If there is a good quality brush, then I will spend the money on it. The Fenty Beauty foundation brush I didn't really like, but this foundation brush right here It just applied the foundation so quickly, blended it out so quickly, and it's just so soft. This foundation brush is really good. So I hope this video helped some of you guys. Please let me know if you've tried her foundation yet. What do you think of the coverage of the foundation? Like always, I will link everything in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified each time that I upload a new video. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Things hurting me.